Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Saturday, July 20th, and it's time for our weekly updating and reconciling video. I have 13 transactions here today. I know I will have more because I did make some purchases on Amazon Prime Day last week. That was Tuesday and Wednesday. And well, if you don't know, when you purchase a lot of things from Amazon all at once, sometimes the transactions for the payments for some of the items don't go through all at the same time. They might come in with one item or 2 or 3 items all at once. So slowly those transactions from Amazon are trickling into my Capital One card. So, but last video we did budget money for it. I did spend a little bit more, not too much. I stayed under $250. So I think I have to budget, because I think we budgeted 240 or 241 or something like that. So I think I gotta put like another $7 or $8 in there just to make sure it's fully covered. Let's just go ahead and jump into the video, and we're just gonna start at the bottom because that's how the transactions come through. The oldest transaction is always at the bottom. So we have this one is already in on the budget, so we don't have to worry about that one. This was because last video it wouldn't let me reconcile my Apple card, so those transactions are still on here. And if I sound a little weird, I am recovering from a cold. I was sick all last week. I think I only went to work on Monday, and I didn't work at all the rest of the week. So hopefully I should be good come Monday without any issues. Now I just have a little bit of congestion left. So if I sound weird, that's why. So this Apple Cash was the transfer. So this payment was already linked because we already had it in there. So let's use the shortcut. This was my She Reads Truth subscription. It comes in as Apple services, so we'll just leave it at that. So let's approve it. These were my Sims purchases, so they're good to go. This was me moving the money last week from my checking account to Wealthfront. Then we had the payment to my credit card, my Capital One card. So that one's good to go. And then these two were when I moved the money on my bills account. One from my checking to my bills to cover the Capital One, and the other one from the bills account to the Capital One to pay. So let's approve both of those. And then these two were for the checking account. One to move the money to the bills account to pay the Capital One card, and then the other for the transfer of my savings to my Wealthfront account. This one, I'm putting them purple because in my last video, was it the last video? I think it was the last video. Yeah, it was the last video with the savings accounts. So we created a new subscription and we canceled an old one. And so the annual money that I had going towards the old subscription, I then moved that money on the budget to the new subscription. But I had also put money towards the new subscription already for the month of August, but I couldn't remember how much it was. until I played the video back, and then I saw that it was $5. So I haven't moved that $5 from my checking account to my Wealthfront account yet. So I'm going to save that for next week's video, because I think that's when payday is. Whenever the payday comes, I'm going to move it then. That way I can move it at the same time when I move money for the rest of my savings categories. I'll just move it all at once instead of just moving $5. So I chose to use a purple flag as a reminder to myself that, hey, this money, it's going to be transferred to the Wealthfront account, but it has not been transferred to the Wealthfront account. So that's my little reminder. Next, we have some transactions on the Capital One card. We have my Hulu subscription, my charity subscription, and the bills payment. So let's approve all three of those because they were merged through. And this was the last payment to my bills account, because I did make another payment. I did make another payment to cover the Hulu subscription because I thought that it would be able to get there in time in order to reflect on the credit report before the posting date or whatnot, but it didn't because of the weekend. So it's fine. I made the payment, so I don't have anything else to worry about for that. Either way, it's going to get paid to it regardless. So let's just go ahead and approve that one. And here is one of the Amazon purchases. So let's rename this to Amazon. And it's going towards the shopping category. So we had $243.93. And I think I spent $248.08. So let's see how much difference that is. $248.08 minus $243.93. So I need to move $4.15 once we get to the budget. So let's go ahead and approve this. All right, so all of the transactions are clear except for these two, which is the ones that I'm saving. So those are good to go. Now we can go through and start reconciling each of the accounts. So we're going to start with my primary banking app, Navy Federal. All right, so Navy Federal shows I have $1722.95, which is the cleared amount here. This is the $5 that's uncleared because I have that as a placeholder, so we can go ahead and reconcile. All right, for my bills account, I'm showing $78.93. Oh, I did do a payment today, so let's go ahead and put the payment in first, because let's go to the Amex card. So this $202.33 is what I paid to the Amex card today. So let's go ahead and record this payment so it'll reflect correctly on both accounts. Make sure it's showing from the bills accounts, and we're gonna go ahead and save. All right, now we can go back to the bills accounts, and we can see that the working balance is $78.93 because that $202 is showing pending on my account. So we can go ahead and reconcile, because this is correct. All right, and the savings account has not changed, and then we just made the payment today for the Amex. So my working balance is 0. However, the uncleared or the current cleared balance is 202.33. So there's really nothing to reconcile because that was the last thing. So this payment here has not cleared, so we don't have to reconcile. Or rather, there's no point in reconciling because it's not going to do anything. All right, now let's go to Apple. Was this something new at the top? I don't know. Let's ignore that for right now. So my Apple Cash has not changed. I have the 2480. Oh, I see. We never reconciled that. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. And then my Apple High Yield Savings is 248.97. So Apple High Yield Savings. So we have another transaction on the 13th in the amount of 6 cents. And then before that we had $1.30. That's on here. Yeah. So let's just add a transaction for the daily cash. For some reason it did not it did not link because the 13th was a week ago. So I'm not sure. Maybe Apple is having some issues with the linking between Apple and YNAB, but that's fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and save it. And so 248.97 is the current balance. So let's go ahead and reconcile that. And now for my Apple Card, I have a balance of $148.34, which matches what's here in YNAB. So now let's go ahead and reconcile this. All right, so now we're good to go on current. You see that I do have the payments available already for the $148.34, and we will pay that at the end of the month. All right, now let's go to Capital One. I'm just going through these randomly. There's no order about which account that I go to. Okay. All right, so my balance, my current balance with Capital One is $62.86. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we have some additional Amazon purchases that have not been imported into Capital One yet. So we need to go ahead and we're going to have to manually add those in. All right, so Amazon is, or my YNAB, is showing I have one on the 18th for $4.17. So let me view all transactions because I'm seeing several in here. So let's go ahead and add a transaction. This one's showing for well, I'm gonna just put for this because they were all done on the 17th technically, so I'm just gonna put the 17th because I don't want to have to worry about making sure these dates are flying in, but I could match it. I don't know. We'll just do it. So this one was $19.99, and we're going to click clear and then save and add another, also for Amazon, and this one was $15.70. And I'm clearing all of these purchases because there's nothing pending on my Capital One, so that's why I'm hitting clear before I save. All right, so this next one came through. Oh, I just lied. So all of these, so only 2 for yesterday came through. The other ones are pending, so for today. So my apologies, I did just lie. My bad. It was not intentional. So we have $29.99. And so we're not going to clear it. We're just going to leave it blank. And then we're going to save and add another for Amazon. And this one was $16.99. Save and add another for Amazon. $38.74. Save and add another. $67.22. And then we have one more. This one was $37.23. And we're just gonna click save now. All right, so my cleared balance is $62.86, showing here in YNAB, and that is what matches my Capital One, $62.86. The other transactions, like I was just saying, are showing pending. Oh, excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and reconcile now. So we are good to go. Again, these are the only transactions that are pending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are good to go for Capital One. Now we'll go to my Ally Bank. This is my high yield savings account, well, one of them. And there shouldn't be any updates to this one. It should still be the same. And it is $1,016.35, so no changes there. And then we have Wealthfront. 14,129.25, which is the cleared amount, 14,129.25. Because of this $5 uncleared balance, which is why it's showing as more, $5 more than the actual cleared. So we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and reconcile. All right. So all of our accounts are good to go. We're just gonna go back and double check everything. And yeah, so on my all accounts, this is the final, basically the final, what I like to keep my YNAB on. I mostly keep my YNAB on this screen and my budget screen, so I know which transactions I have going on that haven't been reconciled in my account yet. So this is my main YNAB screen and my actual budget. So we have $190 that we are pending. Well, it's not even completely 190 because it does look at both the in and out. So all right, now let's go to the budget. And we talked about the savings category for the shopping category. I cleared my thing. I think I said $4.15 for shopping. I pass it? Yeah. So I need another $4.15, but let me double check. Wait, because that other one was previous. I think it was $4.15. Yeah. So let's go to my checking view, and we're just going to move. $4.15 from the household to shopping. Alright, and so we'll just be not necessarily short, but we'll just be like that for the month. Alrighty. I don't think there is anything else I need to do today. Because for my credit cards, I have the money for this. That'll be paid at the end of the month to pay for or to cover the Amazon spending. I'm going to pay it at the end of the month, and we're also going to pay the Apple Card at the end of the month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this money for the Capital One card. An extra $248.08. We're gonna move $248.08 on as we're gonna create a transaction for the $248.08 from the checking account to the bills account to cover the Amazon spending. So we're gonna do that, and I believe that's it, because once my let's do that. Let's add a transaction to bills. 248.08. And then, so my next paycheck is on the 31st. And so, what day of the week is the 31st? Okay, so that's not next week. So this is a 3-week, well, really like a 3-week, 2.5 week pay cycle for me, because we only get paid twice a month, the 15th and the 30th. So because I got paid last week, and because of how this week has 5 weeks, so I don't get paid until that half week of the month, the last week. So won't be getting paid next week. So this week and next week will both be short videos, since I won't have any actual monies to budget. It'll just be reconciling my accounts and any transactions that I have going on during the week. So yeah, I think that is all that I have for this video. If you're interested in YNAB, I do have a referral link in my description box, so you can use that and get 34 free days for a trial, and then if you subscribe, you'll get additional 30 days free, as well as myself. So I appreciate that if you do sign up. And yeah, That's all I have for you all today. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye.